With the return of the dragon, you should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Sure, there's more you can tell me.
There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand.
What a dick.
Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you.
Alright, so we'll go through these so that you can get a better idea of the background of all this. What does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Why are the shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
Alright, there are only 4 of you?
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
When can I meet your leader, Parthenax? Which is kind of dumb because he just told me, but I want to do it anyway.
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Okay, tell me about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Why don't the others talk?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
Alright, I think the last one I have left is, well, let's go with the way of the voice. I think I've done this one.
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
But I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn the voice?
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh.
Akatosh!
We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
Okay, so who was Jürgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jurgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Alright, and I think that's pretty much it for that.
Sky above, voice within.
And this is going to be the way up here to Parthenox and the Throat of the World. I still haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah.
Whoa, that kills you quick. Holy shit. It's farther than I went before. So just to show a few more things. This is pretty much as far as I've gotten in the story in my file. Sad, I know, but I basically put 60 hours into discovering new towns and a bunch of side missions, and like it's insane how much time I've been able to put into this. I don't think I ever went in this door. What the hell is this? And actually I haven't been back to see the Greybeards at all either. So there's only one more mission I want to show the start of that it seemed kind of cool. Like I said before, it seems kind of cool, and I only did part of it in my file, so I'm just going to do the part that I did already in my file in this one, and then I can finally move on to the good file to you know, get back on the story, get back on that Daedric quest. And actually, my first time through on this, I spent a lot of time right in this area. Not a lot of time, it was probably not even an hour, but I found that because there's a guy here, and there was before a guy on that side. I don't know what happened to him, but they meditate, so they don't really... They're not paying as much attention as usual, I guess. So you can kind of stay in your sneaking and actually build this up pretty heavily. So once you get into a hidden state, you just kind of... You stay walking pretty slow. Once I get detected, I usually just start backing up, and as you go through this, you'll be able to build it up pretty quickly. Actually, it didn't take too long. I didn't spend a lot of time on it just because I wanted to keep going. But this is a good place to build up your... If you're trying to build it up quick to do something specific, this is a pretty good place to do it. I've done a mission also where once you enter the cave, there's just, I can't remember the name of the mission, but it's one I did after this. At the beginning of the cave has a, the lookout is blind, so he doesn't really see, like you can sneak around him pretty easily. From what I hear, it's where a lot of people build up their sneaking. But I found with all the missions I had to do and all the sneaking I've been doing, it builds up so quickly. It's pretty insane anyway, so I wouldn't spend too much time in random places doing it. Just because there's just so much other stuff that you could do that you'll build it up. Like, it happens quick. Also with the thing I was talking about before where I'd be leveling up and then I would steal the gold back, I found that I was able to level up like probably 3 levels just staying in Riften over here, getting this girl to do a light armor upgrade for me, and then right after stealing the gold as I was going. You don't want to do too much at once, like I said before, because if it's too much gold, you're not going to be able to steal it. But by stealing it, you're pickpocketing, you're getting leveled up there, which increases your overall level. And then you're also increasing your overall level because you're getting 5 levels up in the light armor. So I was able to level up like 3 times in a maybe 30-minute period just by doing that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this chest. And I don't remember, was it in food? No, maybe it's miscellaneous. Huh, I got some of those, I didn't know that. Ingots. There we go. Put those in. Now you've completed that, and you can go talk to him. I believe you just get gold for the trouble, so I don't care enough to go back. So what we're going to do now is go to Whiterun, so I can show you the beginnings of this other mission. I'm basically going to kind of do the quick way to it. Then I'll tell you a little bit more about what I did once I get to. I don't want to say too much because I just kind of want you to see how it plays out. But once I get that part done, I will